Good morning, February 1st, 2024. We had a large move yesterday down. We found support at the mean threshold of the weekly previous week candle. Midnight is in the middle of the profile, which kind of tells me we're in a seek and destroy. We've already hit one standard deviation above. I've got a trade idea here at 50% of the daily candle into this inefficiency. It's got some positive odds to it.
Order filled.
I still see on the TPO chart that we have a lot of work down here that we left. Down here just looks unhealthy. So I would like to see us come down here and work this area. I really don't want to see us take this high yet, but what is telling me that I'm wrong is the 16 quadrant chart is suggesting we are finding support at midnight. We have yesterday's FOMC wick that I believe we're trying to work up into, and so I'm going to have to pay attention a lot. If this trade fails, I just feel like we're in a seek and destroy, and we have this range from basically here to here, and we did reach into a discount 50% of the Asian range right here, and 50% of the range the body's going to take. So we found support over here at the quadrant of the weekly imbalance. There's a balanced range. So yeah, maybe you were too early into this trade. But because it's seek and destroy, your odds are in favor that it is going to drop. But most of the price action is suggesting this is a losing trade. Bodies are respecting what? T1 halfback. So because you're doubting yourself, let's just keep this as a safe bet. On the TPO chart, there's sell side here at 302. Yep, so that's the sell side. And there's some balanced range at 285 and a half. 285 and a half. So right here, this is that balanced trap trader range. So I was thinking it would make it down to there, but we might not see that till the open. Yeah. It might just come down here and use midnight as support. It's something to note that we have hit a half of deviation failed during London low, and we've already hit one standard deviation. Actually, we haven't tagged it. I need to keep that in mind. That's what it's going for. That is a failure, so a fake out. Let's see, what's the second charge? I wish I could take these 12 points. And I'm supposed to trust my trade idea and trust the risk. That was pretty nice, respecting buys of 4 a.m. and basically the half back of what is that? Yesterday. Yeah, that's yesterday's RTH halfback. So yeah, it just doesn't look good though. I think you need to take it. There's too many what ifs. Yeah, there's this imbalance here. This could possibly. This could be it. It's balanced on 32, so you'd think it's going for that sell side, but over here on the 64, it is not. This might be a retracement back to 50. Deviation of 50 right here, and then drop.
Stop filled.
I'm not gonna complain. I know you did some meditation yesterday, and you gotta start letting your trades play out. But in seek and destroy conditions, it was pretty tough. Not making an excuse. I'm just trying to learn what is proper procedure during specific conditions. I just want to note, as of right now, we are well within yesterday's range. So we're even pretty much staying inside of value, and all we've done is gone here and rejected. There's that cost basis here, and we're finding support at it. I can see it dropping a little bit further more to the center unless it's taking work and expand lower. I can also see us work up to here to this old cost basis, which there's that area that hasn't been really worked well. I'm having since midnight is going to be an interesting day that you need to write down in your notes. The final results when midnight is in the middle of the basically morning range, overnight range, what to expect. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be something. You were feeling FOMO just now. You almost went in. It's during the macro, and you want to see price come down here, and it probably will. But and we just went up and filled that inefficiency. I mean, everything should be pointing to go lower. We have spent a lot of time above this midnight area. I just don't feel like I trust it. Also there's a fairly large gap right here. On the 15-minute chart, it is very clear, but it's possible that it finds support. And is it worth that risk? You're inside the range now. You're not at an extreme. I don't feel like it's worth the risk. I would like to see a better setup. You've had 2 solid trades this morning. You're trying to be a professional. You got in when you got in exactly at the low of manipulation. You just told yourself not to get in, but the reason why is you saw the signature at 50%, but it's during the macro. What is going on? How come that wasn't moving? This is yesterday's RTH. Price is really heavy. It shouldn't get above that, really. And at least down here to this. Insanely expensive.
Stub filled.
And it worked out as a loss, losing half your profits. It's probably just a retag of that midnight.
Order filled.
Ugh. I mean the purple line, 4 a.m. Equal highs here. Deviation matching 130. That's probably where they're going. Such a horrible low, though. Shake and destroy. Everything says bullish on your 16 quadrant and 15-minute chart. See if they'll give me the opportunity to make some of that cash back. Be nice if that was the macro manipulation. And seeing a significant rejection from exactly from the 4 a.m. level, which is over here. That is a London rejection block that we've taken out, but price remembers, right? The algo has instructions. It's getting some aggressive. So bias was correct. You just we didn't wait for the manipulation on it. Here we're hitting that volume balance, so it's possible that comes up, takes you out. But we've got this bearish breaker block protection, and the fact that they just went up and manipulated. So I'm hoping now that they're going to try to push it down to that imbalance. I think I overshot that a little bit. Where was it again? The nuance starts at 284.25, 284.25. So right here, the value area low. That deviation, it should hit one standard deviation low. You know, if we're ranging. We do have this midnight is an issue here. I'm gonna have to just leave this one because you're trying to learn to take. We hit to the tick the quadrant of the weekly balance. So that's gonna be difficult to get through. Definitely some large hiccups here. But stick with your bias, your trade idea. If it takes you out, it takes you out. I'm not going to touch it. 289.75 needs to be my fill or better. I'm just thinking that New York open manipulation might align with this deviation, which is the 130 mark. Tag the 150 and then drop. I don't know. Just a thought. That's all. I'm not saying either way. I'm just noting that even though you haven't moved your stop or anything, it's highly likely that they're going to take you out. Just because of this imbalance here. I don't really want to, I don't consider this a breakaway gap. I mean, it didn't take liquidity. It failed to take liquidity right here. So I can see it ranging back up in and then rejecting. And I'm having a hard time accepting, look at that. I didn't want to lose more than 10 points. Is that smart? I don't know. We know it's still seeking lower prices. I don't think that's the middle of it, is it? It wicked above. Guys. Oh, that would be strangely lucky. I mean, it's gonna take you out. Here it goes. Oh, that wasn't even at 10 points.
Stop filled.
Okay, well, anyways, you earned your loss back. Do you get back in? How about back in filling if it can fill that gap? That would be the safer play.
Order
Wouldn't it?
submitted.
Yeah. If it can't, all right. So. Oh boy. Failed to reach midnight. All right, we got to start figuring out what's going to happen during the New York Open. What are you looking for? I guess I'm looking for to see which side it tries to grab first. I mean, this is a seek and destroy, so it could just go up and down, up and down, up and down. We did hit mean. Remember that you hit the low is the basically mean threshold of the weekly candle. There are some major draws on sell side below. We had this break structure right here, making this out strong, and we just went up and rebalanced. So this fractal is telling me lower. $130, 1.5 deviations, and then the half back up here. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is really tough to analyze. Higher time frame is suggesting higher. Higher time frame is suggesting higher. Temporarily higher. Higher time frame is being supported at this moment. Fractal lower time frame is suggesting lower. And especially on the lowest time frame. So it's like, I guess if you would divide it in 3 stages, higher time frame daily suggests lower, but as soon as you hit 5 hour, it's all pointing north. And then as soon as you drop into phase 2, you're looking at sheesh, Kevin. If you just would have trusted your trade idea. It's too late to get in here. Too late, too late. Cancel that order.
Order canceled.
Low time frame was suggesting lower. Many time frames were. It's kind of a mix. I guess that's not good when you can't see. That's a good point, and you might journal that. When fractal time frames are chaotic and not all in a line in a general sense, you know, I mean, low time frame might just be pointing towards trying to reach up to a higher time frame inefficiency. But there's usually at least a common ground. They're either all in a line or the lower time frame is creating structure to reach into an inefficiency in the high time frame. But in this case, it is freaking all over the map. So seek and destroy. I'm going to have to trust the extreme levels. The deviation, the 130 looks powerful to me. I would. If we open and shoot there, I've got to go in. 1.5 deviation is possible as a wick. But all of this, remember, we are in a bearish market, like heavily bearish. I mean, we gapped hard down. So, you know, that is a signature to understand. And if we are, that means we're gonna bullish premium rays are going to fail. We're still in a premium in regards to the overnight range. Alright, range puck, where are you? Where are you? There you are. Right there. Oh, look at that. Rejected off of it. Sheesh. Rejected off of it. The supply was there. I know they want to go lower, but I just don't know what New York's gonna do. We're so close, so. I have to say, it is extremely painful, but I have to also say, beautiful. You've been pointing this out as reaching to work this area. Your trade idea was right, and then signatures were there. You called out that your stop was improper, and you basically weren't willing to take the risk. So get rid of that idea. Put your trade above the likely area that won't reach for, and put your target in. Learn from this, Kevin. So what if you took your loss here? When you see these kinds of setups on such crazy days that everyone's saying don't trade this, that, they're not seeing the market like you are, and I'm not saying you're special or anything, I'm just saying you might have an upper hand that others might, just you've spent so much time and you see things different. You've started to recognize that. So start learning how to trade. Open. We are open. Looking for this one standard deviation. Possibly gonna jump way down, but look at that. This is a fake move. Oh, at the 50% of the Asian range, body's closed. Ouch. Maybe it isn't. Back at midnight. That is discount. Whether it's below or above, that was a discount grab. Can it reach 8:30 yesterday? Grabbed. Oh gosh.
Order filled.
Oh gosh. That's where you were expecting high rejection. Can it do it? Can it do it? It's gonna go lower. It got its discount above midnight. Oh, it's gonna take you out.
Stop
Oh.
filled.
Right at halfback again. Sheesh. Louise, what's going on? It reached. Where did that just reach to? No, it didn't fill it. It's not done. It's not done, and that's the quadrant of. This looks very bullish right now, so you better wait. Look at that. What's your bias? It's down here. The NWOG is down here. The NDOG, I mean. Down here. Yesterday's Virgin Puck is sitting up here, right by that 130 that was suggested we were going to tag with the deviations, exactly at 6. I mean, right on it. So I would think that we would do at least 150, 1.5 deviations above. So is this the buy? This is the sell side. Then we're going to engage the buy side, and then we're going to drop. Could that be the scenario? Look at this yuckiness. We don't have any. We haven't formed a gap yet in the opening range. This is very well balanced in here. This could be support. Is it support?
Order filled.
Is it support? Is it support? Oh man, what was I just looking at on? Small time frame support. Yowzas, 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 is it going or is it not? I mean, it can move so much. Going back up into, so we found support at 50% of the Asian range because the market moves based on Asian mathematics. Hitting that supply from last night. Do I want to risk more? No. It's either going or it's taking me out with those 10 points that I needed to make back. And your target is up here at that 6th deviation.
Stop filled.
Okay. Okay. Boy. Kevin, see what you're doing? You're not following your, take the risk and let it go to your target. I can't tell which is right. You gotta start learning to let it go to targets. If you identify that price was changing and it's probably gonna seek buy side first, or I mean it took sell side, midnight touch, or maybe your original bias was the truth and it still needs to come down here at least. Because look how ugly this looks. This void. It failed to get there. So what did we just do? We went back up to last night's supply and are rejecting.
Order filled.
But we're at that quadrant, and this is a manipulation profile below a quadrant. Oh my gosh, you're bipolar. Bipolar.
Stop filled.
It's alright, it's alright. What does this mean? Look at that liquidity it made though right here.
Order filled.
This is the last one that you can take before we reach a higher goal. There's a lot of sell side to get back down to your original target this morning. Come on, you can take this one. can do it. Take the sell side. Ouch. Got that volume imbalance that just generated on the 22nd. Just use it as resistance. So far looking good. We went back to supply. And now we're going to take them out. Take them out, take them out, take them out, take them out. Should you protect your sale? Or should you leave it be? Leave it be. I'll protect it. Leave it. Protect it. Oh, come on. Go to where you need to go. You need to go down here. No one said it had to be right now. Sheesh, Kevin, trading inside the first opening 30 minutes, but this is called experience. Come on. Come on. Don't go all the way back up there. Give me my win. What should I do, folks? Should I just leave it? It's gonna take me out. No. Probably back up to that volume imbalance as a retag. Oh, is it above that? It is. It is above that. That's a good sign that it's above the weekly quadrant. I mean, my stop is above it. Gosh, so hard. So hard. Come on, guys, figure this out. We've got this opening volume right here, the time and volume pocket right here. So remember, this is seek and destroy, so you're not necessarily thinking it's going to just go, but you are thinking it is going to hit this area of London, possibly take out London low even, but this is your win right here. This could make your bread and butter for life if you just let it happen. I should have kept my risk up here. Should have, could have, would have. No. Oh, come on.
Stop filled.
Just not ready to do it as I want. So what's happening here? This structure here is providing support. Bullish structure. Switch change. We did not close above this. That's what's got me. This is showing that it wants to go up. But I don't like that the bodies didn't close above. This is a fake out. It's going to where you said. Volume, POC moved up. See that? Isn't this that volume imbalance you said it was going to go retest?
Order filled.
Okay, small loss. It tested it. And is it just not ready to go down there? Come on, New York. You guys can't do it? Okay. Well, you need to wait for more
Stop
extreme
filled.
sale. Okay, yeah. Sheesh, it's gonna take
Order
it out now.
filled.
Are we going up to this? You impulsive trader. You impulsive trader. Seek and destroy. Remember, you're in seek and destroy, Kevin. You knew this. Ah, rejection block and rejecting. Remember, you said you didn't like that bodies were not able to close above this. I was hoping for a little bit more of a run up. Come on, expand. Expand. Upwards. Okay. Find support. Find support. Find it. Catch the bid. Now go. Catch the bid and go. Catch the bid and go. Through that 50%.
Stop filled.
All right, you've taken way too many trades. You're still in profit, but you've taken way too many trades. Let's kick back and read price for a while. We're stuck in these volume ranges. You still don't know where discount was. Was discount up and above in a premium of midnight or below in a discount? I mean, sheesh Louise. Let's listen to Tanya. I'm going to pause the video. It's already going too long. Overtraded, and just, it's all right. You're learning, but you got to calm down, Kevin. These opening range things can be disastrous. But besides that, I just wanted to point out your original trade plan from up here is still on path to work out, and all of this confusion where they're trapping people. The dollar is tanking. Nothing's working right as far as symmetrical markets. I mean, let's see if you were right. Let's see if you were right. But yeah.
Like I said, the 9:30 candle was going to get closed below. It doesn't mean I was going to short that, right? Because it could have chopped anyway. No, nothing on the bear side either. So let's see how this goes, this candle. Are we going to create more wicks here to go up? Or are we going to completely invert this, which means we close below this? And that would not be a good sign. That would likely mean lower prices, you know?
Order filled.
Tag the deviation. So we got to where you would have made your profits if you would have stuck with it. And just giving myself a little bit more room to be right on a potential reversal. What do I have here? I've got the daily inefficiency. Can it pull back up inside of London value? I don't know. It's probably going to work this area more. If anything, that was a good reaction trade. Oof. Oof. Look at that battle.
Stop filled.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, did my computer freeze? I just couldn't take it. Yeah. Is it respecting that level? Bodies aren't closing below. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. We're in the new WOG. Okay, what was close? One standard deviation down here.
Order submitted.
Oh, that T1 low is perfect. That's 1.5 deviations. Shish, Louish. That was fun. That was fun. Just noting, your target was met. It reached a half deviation almost lower, and now it went for buy side into a premium. Right now it's rejecting off of T1 half back. Yesterday's RTH midpoint. I'm looking for 1.5 deviations above right now. I don't know. Maybe even higher. Your early trade ideas were correct. So just kind of an update thought process. I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit more, but we're in a seek and destroy profile. The open, engaged, trap traders on the buy, then manipulated them out, went to London supply, then worked its way up to take buy side. I've got some profound targets above that I want to see hit. But if we're bearish, I have to really mentally work on the idea that those arrays above could fail to be achieved. We'll see how this day pans out, but 17,413, 17,413, right in here. Oh, that fourth deviation of whatever I drew. Where is that drawing? Puts us right up in there, which would be 2 to 2.5 deviations, typical reversal zones. But what, tough to profile today, but they took buy side, and if we're extremely bearish, then that's what they did. They went up and got their supply, and it went up one quadrant. Bodies respecting the quadrant, it just kind of wicked in there for a little bit more damage, and then broke hard. Showing a bullish structure formation right now, respecting half deviation, and at the close, it closed the gap. So yeah, it's just a tough day. But where are the 8 deviations going to be in play? You know what I mean? we're seeing an average of 8 deviations, which way is it taking it? 2 down, 2 up, like straight, 4 down, 4 up. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. This London low is still intact. I would not feel safe there. Dollar's been dumping, but it's still within the freaking range. They're just ranging in that higher time frame. See? Just this crap. Can't break out of it. Can't get to this gap down here. Can't get to the one up here. Back and forth, back and forth. So I think tomorrow we'll see a breakout from there with the NFP, but yeah, it's just been dumping. This doesn't feel safe. It went back to the Asian low without taking that, so I don't know, we'll see. Are we gonna work our way all the way back up through this to go up here and then drop? We haven't been able to get through T1 low, but remember this T1 low, Kevin, is right on cue with that deviation there, but it is the mean threshold of that previous weekly candle. So we can expect chaos here. It's very bearish, but just a lot of order flow and opinions and decisions being made here at this level. Who's gonna win? Are we gonna break through it? I feel like we're gonna break through it because we have a lot of inventory above us and they want to bring us into a discount which is lower. So I'm bearish, but I wouldn't mind seeing us come up here algorithmically and tagging that level I mentioned, this 413, 17,413. I really want to see that, maybe even get to the 250 and reject, just because it's right there. It makes sense. What? Let's go eat, but what is... Oh, whoops. It's weird that I can't get that drawing right on, but 50%, 400. Gosh, there's just so many mathematical reasons why price should reach for that. Alright, price. Definitely work and seek and destroy, but you're somewhat reading price right. You wanted to see it come up here and hit this 1.5 deviation, and you are looking for it to hit your target at the 412, 413. You set your goal a little bit short. You've got the 4th deviation right aligning with it. So right now it's questionable, right? We're sitting on top of yes, yesterday's volume puck. Yeah, it's using that as support from our TH and between the 1.5 deviation of the Asian range. So good. We also have 130 acting as support. It could reverse, could go down. I mean, seek and destroy. Who knows? I don't have enough experience. But regardless, this was a 2 contract, one taken at the 1.5, and if anything, this will be a 30-point gain on this contract. Should I take a little bit more loss? Just below there. Oh, and that puts it right at halfback. Ouch. Gosh, I don't know. Body's respecting that. We're at 1220. Hoping to find support here. So what is this? This is above 50%, above mean threshold of the daily range from RTH yesterday. It is above 50% of the weekly. Is it? I gotta look at that. What is that number? 36. What is that purple? Oh, it's 50% of the current week. Okay. And above the quadrant. Just I forgot to mention they left equal lows here. So 1.5 deviations could be it. I was thinking 2, but 1 to 1.5. You know, like where are we going with this? How are we gonna get our 8 range? 1.5 up. Make a new low. If we're going lower, 1.5 up would mean how much to get 8? So that would be 6.5, right? 6.5 lower down here. What does that look like on a higher time frame? 6.5. Puts us into the fair value gap. An old fair value gap from the daily. Man, there's so much to get through though. Huh. Brings us close to that range of a lot of balancing. If that's the case, and it was only going, it's leaving this for NFP, then we got half below, which puts us at 7.5 above, which puts us up here. Taking out this out. Mean threshold of that bearish order block. And closing in on the gap. This is a tough day. Somewhere we're gonna get 8 deviations. Well, taking you out. What a difference it makes when, what was it? The Asian range was 10 points more. 10 point more. If it's 10 points, that's something for you to keep in the back of your mind. If it's 10 points more, what does that do? Okay, playing around with math a bit, trying to look for different scenarios. If the trend of 8 quadrants need to be met in a range based on the Asian range, adding above or below the quadrants, ignoring the Asian range. 2.5 would get to that target that I wanted earlier. And if you do that, that leaves 5.5 below. 5.5 and below brings us to equilibrium of the dealing range off the daily. Down 8. Here. So that's pretty something to think about. My target, my target. Is that not beautiful? Can it reach?
Order filled.
I mean, that's just simply amazing. Simply amazing. I think it's tough for me because I need to wait and see a manipulation profile generate. I don't think it's just gonna tap it and go, but maybe. Gosh, if that pans out, this move down is gonna be large. Five and a half. That means we're coming, way down here. Like way down there. T2 halfback, 50%. Whew. Whew. What's going on, Kevin? You got the Asian Foundation, brother? But displacement, 35 points. Let's see, this candle formed. I'm gonna adjust my stop. And I wanna see it get back above mean threshold. Okay, 130 is right here. Are we gonna have another inversion 130? Ooh. That's scary. What happened in the last inversion? We dropped really hard. We dropped really hard. I'm not convinced that we're done up here because I don't see that much structure. I haven't given enough time for structure to form. But you look at these lows here, and that is equal lows. 1:30, 1 o'clock is about ready to kick in. Usually we don't see those big moves until after 1:30, right? I mean, still, what a. Look at that 6. Perfect alignment. They may try to go back up there. I didn't even see that earlier. What would that put us at for my 8 quadrant chart? Let me add some quadrants to it. Quarters. Oh yeah, that would be right at 75% into a rejection block, into a bearish order block. Yeah, I think I'm out. Take my 30 points and be happy. Wait till 2 o'clock and see what happens. Yeah, that's a draw. What would that put us at? 3, that would put us at 765 below. 5 below would be right here. And on high time frame, well, that puts us close to equilibrium. That puts us right in equilibrium in the area. So that's potentially a possibility. Potentially a possibility. if we go up here. That high was basically at the bottom of that gap. This is that breaker block. Low, high, lower, low. So can we get through it? I don't know. I think you should move. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Still selling. What do you think? Rejecting off 75%. What do you think? 1 standard deviation. We're finding support at the standard deviation of the Asian range. This will tell all. Getting back to 50% of the daily from yesterday. And currently working in the quadrant there. Might find some rejection here. T1 half back. We're right at yesterday's discount. Can we break back below the discount? Which is mean threshold of this order block, breaker block, bullish breaker block. Difficult. There's some traffic here. There's some traffic here. Broke below. Respecting midpoint. Right there, see it? The midpoint of that breaker block. It's really having a tough time. Equal lows here. Come on, baby. If we get to the bottom of this, I'm moving it back. Oh, look at that. Come on, take those. Take it. Take it. Oh, we're hitting some volume, half back of the daily profile. Ouch. Can we keep going into a deeper discount? We are now back below yesterday's discount. We're back below, we're at today's discount. Equilibrium. Come on, you know you want that by sell side. Right there, sell side. Candy puppy. Oh, 60 points is so good, Kevin. Don't be greedy. Let's move it above midpoint. Don't be greedy even though it's likely to come up because of that level. It's likely to come up. Unless it just... We are definitely in a current... we are in a sell program. Alright. 1, 2, balance, 3. That's the 3 drives. 3 drives. Maybe it wants to do 1 more drive. I don't know. Come on, take that sell side. We're back. We're finding resistance. This light purple over here is the midpoint of the current week candle. So we're at equilibrium of the current midweek. This will be a quadrant of the weekly inefficiency, old busy that we're trying to work our way down into. But these equal lows down here are nasty, and we just need to do. We're looking for 8. Remember, what did we get to? We got to. Oh my gosh, is this for real? We got to 50% between these two. We got to 2.25. So 2.25 below the Asian range. 2.25. Crap, I can't do math. It would be down here. And 3/4. This should be our low of the day. Crazy. It might take me out here because it might chop around, and it might even do final delivery after 4 o'clock. Regardless, your high of the day was on target. If it was the high of the day. But at least it was a significant enough reaction for, I mean, we're talking 70 points down, and you're getting over 50 in this trade as a minimum, right? We might get some retracement here back to the 50. We'll have to come back and review later because it's time to do some house labor. But okay, we're looking at the, did this become a reversion, an inversion midway? Right there of the breaker block? Is this now an inversion breaker block? Wicks can do the damage enough to take out young traders like me.
Stop filled.
All right, not bad, not bad. Probably took the low here, probably a retracement into here, kind of like a 2022 model, could be, unless my measurements are wrong, and 130. This was a 130 manipulation, or no, whatever. We're not there yet. We're not even at 130 yet. Check that out. I was getting confused with the old 130, but maybe that's 3 is actually where we're going today. So if that would be the case, 3, 4 would retest the highs. It seems pretty up there. I don't know. I really like that this doesn't get back up higher. I would like to see that. I would like to see my original thesis correct and have us drop down. Down right there. Oh, look at that. This deviation aligns perfectly with it. And it is a high time frame key level. It is equilibrium of our daily candle dealer range. Just something to keep in mind. They might be after this. They might want, this is that FOMC high. They might want to get rid of those shorts that got in. So they're coming up to take them out before we proceed lower. That is 483. What do we have at 483? 483. Whoops. 483. Right up here. Ooh. How many deviations is that? 483. 4. We haven't gotten to be. So if that's the high, we need to get 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to get to 3. Right? 4. Well, it'll probably go like 1 deviation high. Something like that. 6, 7, 8. That would make this a really important level. I guess it's pretty much to monitor which one comes first. Look at this, we have a virgin supply. POC. So many things until we get our crystal ball. We need to sit this one. Yeah. No bias until we get to one of those extremes. Price went up back into my level. On the smaller time frame, I was noticing this order block, and this order block on the 5-minute mean threshold. Watch that, bodies couldn't close above it, and the wicks did the damage, reached up and into the inefficiency here and here. So reading price correctly, we're still looking for that much lower target from down here. I don't know if I'll be able to withstand the pain, but for documenting purposes, let's see how far we get. I decided I can't take the heat.
Stub filled.
Price could get all the way back up here. If it does, it's worth the risk.
Order submitted.
It might just chop around here because, I mean, it's not the right time of day, right? We got the macro in 3 minutes though. Signature tag with an order block. Ooh. I'd like to see the wick up into that though. Feel me. Block to block. It's not much risk to take. And it's a good entry if I get there. If you want, you can even play your stop pretty tight. If it fills you. You got that little volume imbalance that it just hit. It's getting a little bit of activity there. Other previous day 130 delivered just above. It is okay to be wrong on analysis. Remember that. Everyone gets it wrong. You want to see lower prices, but they might, maybe you're thinking backwards. They want to induce longs to take them out tomorrow with NFP. So they'll want to leave a structured market looking bullish. Take that. Hmm? So I still think I can get a reaction play here though. Great day. People just watch this day. This is where I think your talent is improving. Keep on this study. Keep on the study, Kevin. Don't fail. Stay disciplined. It's okay to be delusionally thinking you're being successful. Come on, baby, reach up there. Macro's about ready to hit. Macro time. Macro into me. 950 macro, 150 macro. Let's use that macro to take out those equal lows, London low. But first fill me and keep me in the market. Come on, you're almost there. Don't reject out that 150. That probably would have been the smarter move for me to get in at. But I felt like it would wake up just a little bit more. Come on, wake up there. Midpoint of the order block. Come on, you can do it. FOMO, I'm getting FOMO. FOMO, no. Oh, come on. Just a wick. I can see the body's respecting the 50% of this. But come on, you guys can wick it up there. Oh. Not looking good. Looking good for my trade idea. Do you go in? Do you FOMO in? Don't do it. Don't do it. If it leaves without you, it leaves without you. You should trust your Asian levels more than the inefficiency. That's just a learning lesson. I just figured it would do a little bit of damage above it. Still can. I'm glad you got out of that trade earlier. You banked another $600 or $700. Let this be the manipulation. Let me be right. Come on. Oh, jeez. Come on. You can do it. Look at them just painfully messing with people here. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. The one thing I do not like about today's high right there is it fell short of the new WOG. Or new dog, I mean. And that's a little disconcerting. If we're going from dog to dog, then my trade idea is wrong. And we're going up in there before dropping, which would make my terminus low of today off. So come on, you know you want to tag that, you stinking computer. You're programmed to touch it. Come on. New 5-minute candle. What you gonna do, 5-minute candle? Take out that buy side into my target and then drop? What you gonna do? Come on, bounce off of 130, go up there and tag it, and then drop. Mm-hmm. The algos know that this is the best entry. I should have got in at 81.13. 81. Basically my 1.5 deviations, but come on, just wake up there and tag it. You're so close. So close. Tag the mean threshold of the bearish order block. Right now this is a mitigation block. Low, high, didn't make a lower, low, high, low, higher, high. What is a bearish breaker block again?
Order filled.
Oh. I think I should risk just above that. Or maybe they're trying to get back up there. I don't like my trade idea anymore. Knowing these levels are so close, am I willing to risk that much money? What just happened here? It reached the top of that. It rebalanced all of this area. Oh boy, oh boy. Time to protect yours. Let's just make it safe. Now go. Go, go, go. Back below 130. This machine is ran by a computer. Should I just take those 13 points? Or let it get to my goal? Let's... Oh, no, I can't. It could go all the way up there and rebalance and you would make nothing on this trade. Oh no. What is the block right there? That's as far up as it should trade. Two o'clock's about ready to hit. Is 2 o'clock gonna get it? Take me out? Should I just take it? That inventory is coming in any second. Do you take your 10 points? It's the question to ask. I don't know what to do, or does it just drop hard? There it is, 2 o'clock. It's gonna come take me. No, no, come on, don't do it. Fail. 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 Go lower. No, 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 no. You're not supposed to do that. Should have taken my 10 points. That's an order block sitting on 130. Get out. Or are they just gonna hit that rejection block? So you weren't supposed to move your stop in the first place. You're supposed to keep it at its original risk. Price actually can go all the way back up in here. You're just being ultra too careful with this. Alright, I don't want to see it. Don't want to see it come back up. Signature tag at the 50% of the fair value gap with an order block on the top. Come on, 1 minute order block. Push down. It's about time you just go. Go either way. Take me out or freaking go down.
Stop filled.
I guess it listened to me. See, I should have kept it above that high. Do I FOMO in right here? This structure looks bullish. This is a balanced price range. No, do not get in. See how price is respecting? That's balanced. We're bearish, so bullish PD arrays are meant to fail, but the fact that it has bodies resting on 130 is not supportive. Not supportive. Walk away. Just walk away, Kevin. I mean, you made what, $60 on that trade, so feel good. And you know, you get so focused on that trade of your original trade idea, you forget to look at this small time frame stuff. But maybe the larger time frame, like you thought, was right.
Order filled.
Time to give some money back. Yes, sir. Oh, that was a stupid trade. This is where you're just not supposed to be trading. Your high time frame bias was gonna go south. So if you lose a few hundred on this, whoop-de-doo. You should have kept your original entry and kept your stop up high. We're at a premium of the day. We balanced on lower time frames these areas, so I mean, it's either gonna make a new high or we're going lower, which is always the case in trading, right? It's going higher, it's going lower, but we're at a premium, so legally I can short, and we have pretty much balanced all the ranges. There's some activity coming in. I can see it. I can see how the candle's performing. There's some. It's gonna expand now, one way or another, you know. But it's gonna move. I can see the flurry. If you look at this candle, it opened right here, right? So I mean, this could look like just a wick taking out this buy side into a rejection block and then go down. This could be the low, the high, and then the lower low, right? So it's still possible unless this thing just takes off. No, swing up, swing down, swing up again. Bodies are telling the story. Now it should break lower. But it might want to hit that volume imbalance right there that I've been trying to... I mean, I guess if it takes me out and it goes up there and hits it, I can get in again. We've got a signature to the tick of the mean threshold of this, but that doesn't mean anything. I guess the lesson here is you should have been waiting for that lower time frame to show that it changed its mind and it's not respecting balanced price ranges below you. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Stop filled. Order submitted.
Final one. Otherwise, take your profits for the day. Stop needs to be above that wick. It might be be trying to complete this, which would be 4 deviations. Equal highs.
Order filled.
Hitting 30% of yesterday's daily. We've also got this weekly gap fill level. Can't win them all, but this would be, what, 2 in a row? Which means you need to stop, or 3 in a row, huh? All this could be is a, what do you call it? Silver bullet entry potential. So you want to make your money back? Yes. Make your money back. What's 50% of this order block? Right there. Like, likely breakaway gap with inside that order block. But we could find some resistance here. Come on, just go. You've got him trapped. Now go. Don't use that as an inversion. Don't use that as support. Thank you. Go. Come on, London lows. We know that's where sell side's hanging out. We sell side right here on the 22nd. Don't find support here. Don't find support here. fail right here. Maximum here, taking that micro buy side. If not, it's gonna go too far back up. Something needs to happen. Oh, we got the 2:15 candle. A new 15-minute candle is about ready to start. They've all been bullish. The last two would have been bullish if this one closes green. It closed green. So what's it gonna do? Is it gonna dig into that volume and break lower? We left somewhat equal highs with the high here too, so that doesn't look good. This is getting really confusing. I think you need to get out.
Stop filled.
Yeah. Well, you made your money back for those two ridiculous trades. Excellent day. Go work. You said you were going to work earlier. Just come back and review later. Spend an hour studying this chart, documenting it. I mean, this is a rough day to even be in the market. You're not supposed to even be in here according to the general trader rule. Well, something weird happened with when the computer kind of went halfway to sleep, and for some reason it didn't reconnect the screens right. So whatever, you can't see the main screen, but I guess I could pull it over like that. Boy, are you happy? So learning lesson, you took a few trades, couple wins, couple losses in the PM session, but you were wrong, and right now you're gonna go ahead and study and see what you can learn from it. Price expanded much higher versus going lower as you had. So just the thought to that is how powerful mean thresholds of weekly candles are. But who knows, this might just be the fake move for non-farm payroll tomorrow. A really, really cool thing. Look at that high. What does it say? 8 to the tick. Couple ticks over maybe. Right? Yeah, right there. I'm just saying bodies, everything. That was the target. 8. It's so key. Anyways, it was a long video today, so I'm going to cut it. Bye. Good job, by the way. Every day you're improving on reading price. And look at that. 8,591 in only a couple days. Now obviously you're using 1 to 2 minis, but that's freaking good. If those were micros, you're looking at $859. 859. That's right. Ooh, tough.